Hi, Stu.
Glenn, how are you?
Oh, my gosh. I'm great, especially since I saw the tap dancing, tap dancing. I don't even know.
So you liked it?
I loved it.
This is right up your alley.
Oh,
It is.
Yeah.
I, for one, think Broadway generally sucks.
Yes.
So I have no interest in the art form.
Yeah.
Don't really get it.
Yeah.
So to me, right off the bat, it's not interesting. But you love this stuff.
I do love this stuff. I do. I don't like it at the White House. I'd like to know, what did that video cost us? Okay. The White House sent out, Jill Biden did a really creepy nutcracker video. If you happen to be watching Blaze TV, I'm going to play a little bit of it here. But my problem with this is not what I think everybody else's problem is.
I think it's an interesting question. What is the problem with this video?
Yeah, oh yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got one. Okay, so now a guy dressed as a flower comes out. Somebody else dressed like a rat, in masks, and a girl is tap dancing. A black girl is tap dancing down the halls of the White House. Here comes another black girl. She's also tap dancing, and now she's at the Christmas tree. Oh my gosh! Look at, and then you have Russian soldiers. It's black Russian soldiers. I might.
Russian soldiers. Is that what that is?
Yeah, it is. It's the Nutcracker.
There you
go. Okay, so they're tap dancing. Now, here's the thing. I'd like to know. No, please keep this up, because this is a very important thing. I'd like to know, A, how much did this cost the American people? Okay?
Could have been zero. I mean, it's not impossible. They got a big donation from
Not impossible.
I kind of doubt it, though. Mm-hmm. I would like to know that was something. That was an answer.
Maybe China helped do that. Okay. Now, I had a problem with this because I wondered what it would cost. And so, you just look up who did this. And this is a Manhattan-based dance company. And it's the Dorrance Dance Company. Now, Dorrance Dances, they're not exactly apolitical.
No?
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm positive. Okay. Michelle Dorrance is the company's founder. And on their website, she says, I'm a white tap dancer with black cultural ancestors. Now, I don't know what black cultural ancestors are. I know what black ancestors are. Is it the same thing as a black cultural ancestor? I don't know. I'm a white tap dancer with black cultural ancestors in a society that privileges white people and whiteness. Then she goes on to write a note on why anti-racism work is important to me. I am easy for white audiences wanting to access and experience elements of black culture to swallow. My whiteness is the reason you may have heard of me before my two inspirations. No, I've never heard of you, okay? And neither has most Americans. Calm down, chickie. It's imperative to me, and those who look like me, to acknowledge that. It's imperative for us to fight against racist norms that have defined American culture since our very origin. Amen, sister. So what she wants to do is to make sure that the racial stereotypes, that they are overturned. And that's why she's put together a video of black people tap dancing. I mean, the only thing you didn't do is holy smokes, I guess was in the White House. What are you thinking?
I believe people of all races are allowed to dance, right?
Oh, I know that. Mm-hmm. I've said that for a very long time.
Yes.
I don't think tap dancing is racist, but the anti-racists do.
Probably so, yes.
You're having a black man tap dance. What does that mean?
Certainly if...
I don't know. He's good at tap dancing.
Certainly if Donald Trump had made a video like this, which he wouldn't have, but if he did, they would definitely accuse him of furthering racial stereotypes.
So anyway, the website goes on. It has a comprehensive anti-racism section. Dorrance Dance's website includes links to numerous far-left organizations such as Black Lives Matter and Incite Women of Color Against Violence. And the latter group trumpets the anti-Semitic slogan, "From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free," on its website. They encourage visitors to get involved in abolition work. Now, I am for Are you an abolitionist?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm an abolitionist.
I mean, I don't,
What?
I mean, there was an amendment to the Constitution that largely took care of that problem here.
No, slavery is still a problem.
But you
in the
talk
world.
about it certainly when it comes to sexual slavery and things like that.
And
exists.
also just flat out slavery. Okay. Yes. I'm an abolitionist.
Absolutely.
How do I become an abolitionist? Oh, I left out a word. I'm sorry. Get involved in abolition work. What is prison abolition?
Oh, that's what we're at.
How do I
asked to follow up?
How do I become a police abolitionist?
Oh.
Okay, this is who Jill Biden chose to tap dance in the White House. Oh my gosh, it seems a little racist. And then you read, oh no, it's even more racist than you initially thought. Prison abolition movement considers immigrant detention centers, city and county jails, and city and county jails and state and federal prisons social evils that must be eradicated. Amen. I have been saying that forever. Why lock anyone up? There's no reason for anybody to ever be locked up.
No human is illegal, Glenn.
Amen, brother. So she's also, backing defund the police, New York, San Diego, Minneapolis, Dallas. And there are links to several petitions, including defund and redistribute NYPD funding by $500 million. So they only want half $500 million to be taken from the police and then given to, I don't know who it's fine for. Another petition demands that Gretchen Whitmer and Senator Bernie Sanders and the Justice Department free every black person incarcerated on marijuana-related charges. Now, I don't know why you wouldn't let all the white people out, too, or the Asians, or the Hispanics. I mean, why? What?
Choose by skin color. That's the lesson we learned from our mistakes of the past. Right. Make sure to choose people by skin color.
Now, she also has the tap dancing happy section of the site, Educate Yourself, which has the New York Times 1619 project.
Of course it does.
Yeah. And then she promotes white fragility, why it's so hard for white people to talk about racism. I don't know. It's because I keep hearing black tap dancers. I don't know. Would you like to throw some fried chicken or some watermelon in the scene too? I'm not really sure. I mean, you couldn't be more stereotypical of what people say is racist. I don't think tap dancing is racist, but everybody that's anti-racist always will say, oh, you're going to have him tap dance, are you? Well, no, it just calls for a tap dancing section, and this is the best person I could find. It could be a white person, could be a black person, could be an Asian person. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me, but it certainly matters to you. But let's talk about intersectionality. Okay?
I don't know what's on your mind,
yeah.
But yes, intersectionality.
If you are, we've got to make sure that the people who have been oppressed and stereotyped, we need to make sure we don't stereotype them. Like, I am so sick and tired of hearing that effeminate men who are dancers on Broadway are just dressed up like flowers and dancing around. And so what does she do? She dresses an effeminate man up in a flower and he has her dancing around. Oh my gosh. I don't know.
So this is your problem with this?
No, my biggest problem is how much did we pay for this? I want to know. Because the money is going, I can guarantee you, to expand this poison in our society. From the river to the sea, whatever.
Yeah, because that's the one I came back to as well. People were asking, like, well, what's the problem with this? I mean, basically, they're just asking, hey, what's the, hey, it's their way of wishing us a happy holidays. Should we be so? Dave Marcus said this, who I love. Dave's a great, good guy, good conservative. And he said, I don't know. I mean, are we getting too offended over everything? Like, it's a bunch of people wishing us happy holidays. And I think that there's something to that. We can be oversensitive on this stuff. But
I have no
the cost
problem.
is where I came back to.
Yes.
It's like, that looked like it cost a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Maybe it didn't.
We do.
Maybe it didn't. I mean,
Really?
the government's very efficient. Maybe they just came up with
No, they had the military come in and stage that.
Right, I'm sure it was shot on an iPhone.
Yeah,
no pros.
This is unbelievable. I have no problem with them doing this. I have no problem with the way it looks. I mean, I didn't think of racism. I didn't think of anything. All I thought of at first was, what did this cost us? And then I started looking into it, and then I see who's doing it. And I'm like, oh, so we're also funneling money to anti-racist propaganda, to racist people, and she wants to make sure the stereotypes are broken, and so she has black people tap dancing. I can't take it.
I just don't want my government using resources for this. If you really want to stretch, right?
Yeah.
The very last second of this video is a text screen that says Happy Holidays or something. Mm-hmm. That's about as much as I want from you. I don't even need that. I don't need you to wish me Happy Holidays at all. I don't
gone
need you
are
to
the
do
days where we just sent a Christmas card.
Right. You want to put some text in a tweet, fine. Right. That's about as far as I want you. Just deal with things you're supposed to be dealing with.
And I have no problem with just the Christmas thing. I mean, the Obamas, remember, they just put presents everywhere and there was no reference to Christ. And I think they took down the White House nativity.
And the Mao ornament.
Okay, fine. I mean, whatever.
I was fine.
I was upset about it, but it's not this. Right. This is, I mean, they were comparing it to the Hunger Games, and it really kind of is.
Has a little bit of that theater
a little bit
in it.
A little bit.
Not my preference. Not my preference.
Yeah, so now the Boston mayor has apologized because Michelle Wu defended the longstanding practice of having segregated holiday parties for those elected of color. So they sent out an email to all of the elected representatives and said, hey, we're having a holiday party for elected of color. And the white people were like, we're having a what? And she has apologized. She has apologized for accidentally sending the invite to white people.
Those darn white people. You ever notice that all of the problems come back to these white people all the time? Right. It's always white people.
Right. And I guess it makes it better. Like the Klan, they never sent any invitations out to black people.
No.
Okay? No. Not once. Now, they were, I'm sure, at their holiday parties, which wasn't really a party for the black person that might have been forced into attendance. Okay. But we ended segregation. We thought segregation was bad. And her apology is not for having segregated parties, but because I let the white people know. And that made them upset. And I'm really sorry. And by the way, you're in Boston, home of Harvard. You're Asian. You're not really a person of color. Don't you know that? You're white.
Yeah, they get the worst part of that with Harvard. I mean, they got brought to the Supreme Court because they were so anti-Asian at Harvard. I mean, that's amazing.
Okay, now one last story real quick. A Louisiana woman with 3 husbands who practices Vikingism allegedly held a 4th partner captive as a sex slave, forcing her to denounce her Christianity and offer a puppy as a ritual sacrifice to the Viking gods. I think I'm out. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. Happy holidays. Good night, everybody.